I'm going to run through a couple more examples here. First of all, just to make sure the mechanics are making sense, and secondly, because these are some quite crucial central mechanics that you will need to actually survive this game. So first of all, the realtor here, this is another service role. Here, the ability is that players can only buy real estate with your consent. So real estate is all written on a list. If players want to buy real estate, in other words, if they want a house of some kind, then they're going to need to come to you and get your consent for that. And once again, you can negotiate what your consent is worth. So the prices of the real estate are listed. They're going to have to spend some money to get the real estate, but they're also going to have to give you some money or a favor or whatever else you demand in order to actually do that. And our realtors get two abilities, because as well as selling real estate, you can also provide players with what's called substandard lodging. So you spend $20, and then other players get to check their lodging box and they get +2 pain. So over here again, if you get the substandard lodging, great news, you've checked your lodging box, you're not going to end up a vagrant. But bad news, you're going to get +2 pain because the place is shoddy and and poorly maintained. Now, likewise, the actions available if the realtor isn't actually being used is linked to the abilities that you had there. So here is you can spend the listed price for any real estate. So you can actually just go and buy real estate if the realtor is vacant, and you're not going to have to negotiate with the realtor first. And likewise, you can spend $20 to get substandard lodging for yourself, which means that you are getting that lodging and that pain, but you're now not a vagrant, which is great news. So another important example here is the auto dealer. Their ability is that they can spend the wholesale price to gain any vehicle. So vehicles, I mentioned, are really important because they allow you to take a second job. And so if you want to take a second job, you're going to have to go and look at the vehicles for sale and buy one. And if you're negotiating with the auto dealer, you can actually spend just the wholesale price. Well, the auto dealer is spending the wholesale price and then negotiating with you what the total price is going to be. And likewise, if the auto dealer is vacant, then you can buy any vehicle for the consumer price, which is higher. So once again, you're getting the same thing, but it's just a difference about whether someone else is involved and trying to take their cut or not.